hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? Big Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing fans. Fucking cringe is that? Jesus. Should we do another video, Piggy? What do you reckon? Keep these hardcores happy, eh? Okay, we'll do one. We'll do one more. Right, I've jotted a few things down here. This is just my take on it. Let's see what you think. Right, I'll put the old bins on. Amir Khan against Terence Crawford, right? Amir Khan's 33-4, isn't he? Crawford's 34-0. You can't blame Amir Khan for fighting a top 4 pound for pound guy, can you? You know, he's up there with Usyk, Lomachenko, Canelo, and to a lesser extent Tyson Fury. Although he ain't got a belt, he beat Wilder, didn't he, by a couple of rounds, so you could say he's in that top 5 pound for pound mix, couldn't you? If Amir Khan beats Terence Crawford, he becomes a top guy, doesn't he, if he beats him. Now, if he loses to him, he gets $5 million, and the Kell fight's always there, isn't it? So it's a win-win for Amir Khan, but also it's a win-win for Eddie Hearn, isn't it? Because he'll come back to the table and fight Brook, won't he? But on his terms. Now, like I said earlier, boxing's a business, isn't it? I know it's frustrating, and everybody that watches boxing, we all get frustrated how things get sorted, don't they, in the industry. But if you look really at the records, Amir Khan, his CV, he beat 10 world champions, 4 losses. The Prescott loss, you'd say he got caught cold, wouldn't you, in the first round. Peterson, I felt he was jobbed in that fight. They took 2 points off him, didn't they? And I mean, who gets 2 points took off him for that? Shocking. Danny Garcia winning that fight and he got greedy. And Canelo, that was just a money fight, wasn't it? It shouldn't have even been the same ring as him, should it, with weight difference. I just think that he's exciting to watch, and I'm a fan. I'm also, though, a fan of Kell Brook, but I feel for Kell Brook, to be honest. I can understand Eddie Hearn's frustration and why he's sending Frank Spotted Dick Smith to the Amir Khan press conference. You know, I can understand that, but Eddie's not really frustrated. What you've got to look at with Eddie Hearn, whatever he says, think of the opposite. Is Eddie Hearn really that bothered? Now, when Amir Khan goes over to fight Crawford, Eddie will cop the TV money plus a cut. So he don't have to put the show on, does he? He probably won't even fly out there, but he might do because of his ego, but we'll see, won't we? But you've got to look at it like this. Matchroom are not going to be shelling out, are they? TV money on that won't be that big either, because it's April 20th, week after April 13th, and I very much doubt that it'll be pay-per-view. I just have a sneaky feeling it won't be pay-per-view, and I think that's sad, but Amir's getting a set fee, so they won't be bothered, will this guy? Eddie won't be bothered. Like I said, he'll cop the TV money, won't he? But bottom line, as I've said, Brook fight's always going to be there, in my opinion. Kell's got to just get on with his career, hasn't he, now? You're full now. He's just got to get on with his career. He's got to forget about Amir Khan, get on with his career with John Fuchs, go about the business and take care of business. It looks like Amir don't really want to fight him. There's a bit of bad blood there, there's a lot gone off. Just move forward, move forward with your own career, that's what I say. I mean, if you look at it like this, right, 2 years ago this month, Dennis and Asif went to Joshua's gym opening in London to see Eddie Hearn. Now, they saw Eddie, and then they flew to Dubai, then Los Angeles, then Vegas to sort it with Khan, and it never happened, did it? The fight didn't happen. Dennis blames Team Brook for it, I think, but and Amir as well. I think there's a bit of both, isn't there, really? Because everybody needs to know what they're worth, don't they, really? It's a business, isn't it? But I can understand Amir Khan wanting the most money then, and Kell not agreeing, but now he's agreeing, isn't he, to taking that less money, and even further less. So what happens if Kell Brook fights somebody like Jesse Vargas? Gets beat, that fight's dead in water then, isn't it? But if Amir Khan gets beat against Crawford, he can still come back and fight Kell Brook, can't he? He just have to accept a bit less money if Kell wins his next fight. It can all turn on its head. Just like Tyson Fury doing that to Wilder. It's turned on its head, the heavyweight division. Joshua's not got a dance partner, and everybody's saying they don't want to fight anybody. But if you don't want to fight, if that's not true, Joshua, come out and dip into your money a bit and take a bit less yourself. Let's get the great fights on for the fans. You keep saying everybody's going to have to fight everybody in this era. Well, they're not doing, are they? They're not doing so. There's only Tyson Fury and Ortiz wanting to fight anybody. Joshua didn't want to fight Ortiz, am I right? He didn't want to fight Wilder, am I right? He fought Vladimir 18 months off at settee, age 41, am I right? You see where I'm going with this? You should have had the fight when Dennis and Asif tried to make it, shouldn't they? And Dennis was saying it had lost its sparkle then, 2017. It's going to be 2020 if it happens now. And that for me is 6 years too late. Should have happened in 2014 in my opinion. 6 years too late. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. It was a racehorse of a fight. Now it's a dog in it with fleas. That's what it is. A dog with fleas. It's just, and I get so frustrated when I think about Kell Brook. When I think about Kell Brook, I get so frustrated because his career has been patchy, hasn't it? He goes over to America, beats Porter, puts in a world-class performance, and then look what we fought after that. He fought C-class guys after that. Then he's in with Golovkin, a killer middleweight, welterweight, world champion. Forget light middle, goes in with a big middle who's a killer puncher. Came one-sided facing. Then next fight back, you'd have thought he'd have vacated, wouldn't you, and done something different to not go near Errol Spence. Oh, by the way, has got a good KO ratio as Golovkin. He then goes in with another massive puncher in Errol Spence. And guess other side of the face caved in. So nobody can question Kell Brook's heart, can they? Can they really? I didn't agree with what Tony Bellew said about him and Paul Smith. I didn't agree with that. Kell's in the ring, isn't he? He's the one that knows what's going on. But he shouldn't have been in with Golovkin. I spoke to John when he came here, and that's their opinion. Yeah, he still kept his belt and he got good money and all that. Fair enough, it's a prize fighting business, isn't it? But Kell Brook, as I've said before, could have been a 50-0 welterweight. Could have been a 50-0 welterweight. I'm telling you now, he's that good. Now, Kell's had 17 fights with Eddie Hearn, hasn't he? Have they got a good relationship? I'd like to think so. 17 fights he's had with Eddie, 15-2. He was 23-0 when he went to Eddie. So he's had 23 fights elsewhere and 17 with Eddie Hearn. But Porter's his only top win, isn't he, really? As I just said earlier, it just seems a career of bad decisions, wrong moves for such a talented fighter. Let's not forget, beginning of 2016, Kell Brook were ranked number 10, Ring Magazine pound for pound across the board. Not many have gotten that in recent years, is there? Barry McGuigan, Lennox Lewis, Calzaghe, Hatton, Nazim Ahmed, Froch, Kell Brook. If there's any more, tell me, but I think it's just them 7 in it that have gotten it in recent years. But is Brook Vargas a decent Sky headline? Yeah, it is, but I don't think it's pay-per-view. I hope it is for Kell's sake and John Fuchs' sake, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Vargas? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Let's have a look if he's got a belt, Vargas. Put that. Jesse Vargas. Let's do a little bit of research. Jesse Vargas box, right, let's have a look. $28, 2-2. He ain't got a belt. He's drawn his last 2. He's drawn his last 2 fights, so he ain't got a belt. He ain't got a belt, so Vargas ain't got a belt, and he's ranked number 15 at welterweight. So he's no belt and he's ranked 15. So Kell Brook should plough straight through him, shouldn't he, really? As regards to Adam Spin Doctor Smith, did you see him on IFL and Boxing Social? Adam Gimpville Smith. What a lot of people don't know about Adam Smith, right, from Sky is, not only do people say he's the creepiest man in boxing, outside of Richard Poxon, he went to school at Eton, Adam Smith, with George Osborne, David Cameron and Boris Johnson. They all went to school with Adam Smith. He is from money. He's just come back from Cape Cod, where his sister lives in USA. That is where very, very rich people live. So he's from money. He's never had any hardship in his life, Adam Smith. And he's a spin doctor, isn't he? That's all he is, he's a spin doctor, isn't he? But his comments that he's coming out with are pure That's what he's been coming out with lately. You know, that's what I'm going to call him from now on, his middle name. I used to call him Mr. Bean. Me and Daniel Nichols call him Mr. Bean or Beanie or Gimp, but I just think some of the things he comes out with is just towing the company line, isn't he? But I only tune into Adam Smith's interviews to look at the comments section, because if ever anything comes out about him, nobody can say they weren't warned, can they? You know what I mean? But getting back to Eddie, him going on about how he's made multi-million offers to Fury, White and Wilder for the AJ fight, and how he's offered Khan above and beyond. That's what he said. We went above and beyond, Coog. Above and beyond money. He's utter. Shit. If Eddie yet again being cocky, he said it yet again, in it being cocky and arrogant. That's how I look at it. And alienating himself to fans and to fighters. It's no wonder Baturbia has left Eddie, innit, and DAZN and gone to Bob Arum and ESPN. I mentioned that earlier, but it's no wonder. When you're alienating yourself to fans and, you know, going on about, I drive a Rolls Royce and blah de blah, I've been to Antigua and I've had an hair transplant and my teeth done. Who cares? Just make the fights. Dip into your own money and put good fights on. Start explaining yourself to fans about StubHub and what we're going on. That's what you need to do. Stop being arrogant, because one of these days you might come a cropper. We already know you come a cropper with certain people in the boxing industry, don't we, Eddie? You know what I'm on about when you went blubbering to Daddy. And you know what I am on about, don't you, Edward? When you really put your foot in it and you were really frightened. We all know what happened and what you did. I won't repeat it on here, but we know what you are when the pressure's on, don't we, Eddie? And we know what you would do if you had some real pressure on you, don't we? We know. So as long as we know, Eddie, what stuff's gone on in the past, it's alright, isn't it? Because somebody like me and other people who I know, we're tried and tested. But you're not. You would fall under questioning, Eddie. So, anyway, on to something totally different. Let's have a look how long I've done on this, because I'm going to keep them a bit shorter today, videos. Right, on to something totally different. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao's had 69 fights. He's 40-year-old. Mayweather's 42 next month. He's had 50 fights, if you count the McGregor fight. He's unbeaten, he's beat 20 world champions. He's a masterful boxer. The best performance I've ever seen Floyd Mayweather put in as a boxer was when he first won the world title when he was a kid, when he beat that Genaro Hernandez. That's the first time I ever saw Floyd Mayweather, and that's one of my favourite purist fights, because I do go through my purist moments every now and then, but I think he had more to his game then than what he had towards the end of his career, when he was more or less in safety mode, because he kept stepping through the weights, didn't he? But I think when I look at that fight, the Genaro Hernandez fight, I think I saw that and I thought, wow. Go and watch that for a kid in his first title fight, what he did to him. What he did to him was unbelievable. But they knew that he had it in him, because when Frankie Randall beat Julio Cesar Chavez, Mayweather at the time were already beating him up in sparring. That's true, that. Mayweather were already beating him up in sparring then as a kid. I think he might have been an amateur then, or ready for Olympics. You were already knocking him about. So when you're doing that at that age, you're real deal, aren't you? He is the real deal, Floyd Mayweather. That's why they call him the money man. He's the best. Best of the best. Now, we all know when he fights in Vegas, it's his choice of judges, his choice of referee, his choice of gloves, his choice of what make gloves. So if you're a puncher, he's not going to let you have a puncher's choice, is he? He's going to make you have a certain type of skin on the gloves. You know, he might make you wear cow skin or goat skin. He's not going to let you wear them Grant gloves, is he? There's also the fact that he'll dictate the ring size, who comes out first, who comes out second, all that. It's his show, it's the Mayweather show. And he's only ever fought there, hasn't he, more or less, really? I think he fought Gatti, didn't he, away? You know, he's not been out of the country, has he? No. It's on his terms, but he is that good, isn't he? You know when you fight him, you've got to knock him out. But if he fights Manny Pacquiao, it is going to be, in my opinion,
was bullshit.
That's what it'll be, in my opinion. That's what it will be. The first fight they had was shocking. It built up as the greatest pay-per-view ever, but what did it turn out to be? What did it turn out to be? Utter just turned out to be rubbish, didn't it? Utter nonsense. Now, personally, I think you should hang them up. Do exhibitions if you can get a few quid. As long as that fight with that Chinese guy over there, or Japanese guy, as long as that don't go on box rate, I ain't got a problem with it. I haven't got a problem with anybody getting a few quid in this world. But if that fight had gone on box rate, like the Mayweather fight, I'd have had a problem with it. I'd have had a problem. I had a problem with the Mayweather-McGregor fight, because we all know we were going to win, didn't we? I made a few quid on that fight. But he wanted to fight what it carried him, didn't he? Now, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, they're always going to spend money, aren't they? They've got well-oiled machines to keep well-oiled, haven't they? People around them, they're all going to want feeding, watering. When you've got entourages like that around you, they all want something off you, don't they? That's why people hang around with boxers that are world champions, because they want crumbs, don't they, from them? Crumbs and reflected glory. And there's a lot of that going on in Floyd's camp, isn't there? Surround yourself by good people and good things happen to you. Look at me. I'm flying now, aren't I? Flying. But in the past I've surrounded myself with wrong people who I thought were cool, and bad things happen to you, don't they? But Mayweather should jack it in and not fight Pacquiao. If TV companies put that on, I'll be very, very, very disappointed. Very. But that's just boxing for you, isn't it? That's just boxing. Let's have a look. 5 minutes. That's just boxing, but what can you do? What can you do? So, well, I think I'm going to take my car for a mini valet. I might even top screen wash up on it and take it for a valet and go home and have some tea, I think. Go home and have some tea. Supposed to be going out tonight, but I don't feel up to it, to be honest. Don't feel up to it, so it's going to be an early one for Porky. Probably a triple Jack Daniels lemonade with a few ice cubes. And I'm going to watch a film tonight, I think. Fancy watching a good film. So, alright, so peace out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, comment, or whatever you want to do. There's big things planned. We just need to get in that office next door, get that finished, get the punch bag up in there and what we're putting in there, the lighting equipment that we've got, and I'm looking forward to it. Big things are planned, but all we're doing is talking about boxing. We're not hurting anybody. So So all you people who keep leaving certain comments, we take them off now. Well, they get took off, so I don't see them. I don't do that, but any bad ones get took off. So it's because it just riles me, and so when you've got a good team around you, they protect you, don't they? But I'm going to give these people a mention who keep leaving these comments. Ronnie Wilson and Pete Williams. Have a look at their comments on my channel when they come on. They're not on for long, but these people have no pictures up, and funny though, very funny. But it's probably people I know who are frightened to text me or say anything, or frightened to send me a video. Send me a video on email, porkycorner@mail.com. Let's have a look at you. Come on, let's see what you look like. Don't hide. It's like going and running and knocking on a door, isn't it, and running away. I used to do that when I was 10. Don't hide, let's see you. Come on, I want to see your face. Don't ring me on withheld numbers either if you've got my number. Ring me and just let me see your number on video call. I want to see what you look like. Come on. You know we've had a running it past. So don't hide behind other names. Just be your own person. Be like me when I put a video out and I said Dillian White Parker's not pay-per-view. I had Dillian White's people ringing me up, didn't I? But at least I put myself out there, didn't I? At least I had cojones, didn't I? I'll probably get a backhander off Dillian White if I ever see him. Probably won't do though, really, to be honest, because Dillian White, he's a man's man, isn't he? If somebody's got something to say and they're willing to put themselves out there and say it, he'd probably respect that because he's a boxer, isn't he? And that's what boxers are like. But it's when you're snide and you don't show your face, like Pete Williams and Ronnie Wilson, probably the same person. That's why I don't interact on there, and it's such a shame, isn't it? Because I like interacting, but my interacting is done through this. And all them people have got a problem with me not swearing. Swearing's not classy, is it? Children watch this programme. My friends Paul and Emma, their daughter Lily watches this programme, so I don't want to be letting girls that are 11, 12 year old hearing people swear. That's not good, is it? That's the old Porky, chapter 1. We're on chapter 2 now, but there's not corporate. There's no shirt and tie on. I've just got my Nike Air Force Ones on and Lacoste top and that, and my trusty old faithful Elise's. I'm not special. We're just giving opinions on boxing, and it's great that people want to subscribe and like, and people want to help me. Like my pal Nick from Nottingham who lives up Sunderland, he's been helping me. Stacey Cross, Rico, Elia, one of my best friends in the world. All these people have helped me. So, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? There's a couple of people, JD texts me regularly on WhatsApp. All good people that I've met in the boxing industry and hardcore fans, but you get a couple, don't you, that spoil it. But it is what it is, isn't it? So, peace out. Keep following channel, keep following boxing, and keep on trucking. That's all I can say. Should we say goodbye, Piggy? Should we give him a stroke? Bye bye. Hey, I reckon. I'm going to go car wash. Right, I'm off.